How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's Jeremy here with another Self-Aware Sunday, episode 4? Cuatro? Creo que ya son cuatro. Anyways, this video is about overexertion. How do I believe it happens, and how do I handle mine? I believe overexertion happens a lot when people, of course, they push their body over their limit. And a lot of people do it because of their surroundings. You get people that see a guy, about same body type, and he's benching 20, 30, 40 pounds more than they are, and instead of having them just understanding that they have to build it up over time, they rush into things and they go at it a little too quick, and at that point they overexert their body and they get hurt. Some people will do that. Some people just somehow magically manage to hurt themselves in many ways, and including myself. I think I'm the one that prones himself to many injuries just off of that. um, The one injury that I'm very prone to re-aggravating over and over again is my shoulder. Just like right now. Right now I have a very sharp pain coming from this shoulder, right at this point down to where my shoulder blade is located, and it's to the point where there's days I can't even lay down. There's days where I try to pick something up with my right side and I can feel it on the left side, causing pain. So, I mean, it's pretty bad. The way I've dealt with this injury before in the past has been ice compresses, ice and heat treatments, as well as a lot of chiropractic visits. This one feels a little bit different. I think this one might need some more TLC than I last anticipated, and we'll see what happens there. But so far, I can lift. I mean, I've been squatting, benching. I've even done back day, but goddamn, does it kill me? I'm regretting it mostly the next day. But usually what I do is just basically ice and heat, let it relax. I take a couple days off, try not to use that body part as much, especially like when I do legs. My quads are very susceptible to getting pulled or getting overstretched, and those just kill me because I mean my legs are the strongest part of my body, and so I need those on a daily basis. But I'd say with my shoulder issue, I mean I've had this shoulder problem since I was 16 years old. It just comes back and forth. But this one's probably been the worst. I mean, I popped it back in the socket the other day. I could feel it popping in and out, and finally, in front of one of my friends, I kind of popped it right in front of her. She didn't like that very much, and she watches this video. I'm sure she's not gonna like it. But I mean, you learn to deal with some of the pains, and right now I'm gonna try to see if I can go to either the chiropractor or physical therapist here soon. See exactly what's wrong with my shoulder, and get actual treatment because this one's actually pretty bad. Usually, for me, anyways, any overexertions I've ever caused or ever seen from others has been treated fairly quickly off of just quick treatments, just some icy hot, you know, ice packed, and then heat treatments, and then you got your KT tape is something I use a lot, especially for my wrist. My wrists are very easily injured during squatting because the way I grab the bar with just the three fingers, and so I gotta pull my arm back that way. But I'd say for me, uh, yeah, that's the way I see it. Is a lot of people get hurt that way, and I've been hurt many times before. I think this is what number 4 or 5 on my shoulder now. The last couple of years, man. Ya son 3 o 4, ¿no? Que ya me quejo del dolor del brazo. 4 veces, algo así. Desde que yo cumplí los 16, algo así. But it's a difficult beast to handle because I mean I work, in an auto parts store. It's nothing special, but there's days where I'm the one that has to lift the batteries. I'm the one that lifts the rotors. I'm the one that lifts the heavy shit, and trying to swallow your pride and lift something that usually is pretty easy and it makes it 20 times harder is a little different for me. And so for me it's just I usually just try to rest it, not use it as bad, and if I can put weight on it just to make sure it keeps its strength. If not, then just let it relax and build up the strength again from when it goes. I have yet to get any surgery on the shoulder, even though I probably should have back when I was 16, about 5 years ago. When I really hurt it, I mean, I dropped 315 on this shoulder, so there's been significant damage done to it since then. But um, I just have to say, any overexertion, any injury of that sort, is not fun. Pride gets in the way, and that's how most of the people get hurt that way. Is because Like, like I said, they hurt themselves by seeing somebody else of the same size, same stature, lifting more than they are without realizing that person's probably been in the gym a little bit longer than they have, or that person's just naturally built stronger, and so these guys have to build, a little bit longer and have to take their time in trying to build that same muscle. And so for me, it's just I'm just negligent sometimes with my shoulder and forget that I need some sort of relaxation with it. And I'd say besides that, I don't really have anything else to add. ¿Y vos? Con alguien que se lastima el brazo, con alguien que se sobre estira o sobre lastima en el ejercicio, ¿qué recomendarías vos? Solo hielo y compresar con calor, ¿ah? Y si se puede poner un tape para que se relaje el muslo. No, no lo cubrieras con tape para que se cubriera el dolor. Solo así.
Lo lleva rápido al doctor.
Solo por un dolor pequeño.
Oh, si es pequeño, sí.
Como el mío. Si podías manejar, me estarías mandando al doctor ahorita. Yeah, you'd be sending me to the doctor right now if you had all the right in the world to drive that car. I know you would. But, good old Dalia. Love you, Mom. And it's just, it's, I know she doesn't like it. I know she doesn't like seeing me hurt. I come home and, I'm complaining about my shoulder. I'm complaining about my back. I'm complaining about my hip. And, for me, it's, it is negligence on my side because I know I should be taking care of myself better. I know what I have to do to prevent these injuries. And there's just days where I let pride and let my ego take over and don't necessarily listen to the advice that I have for myself either. And so for me, I think, seeing my mom, she gets a little mad and I don't blame her. I'm very stupid when it comes to my injuries and how I treat them. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful that lady knows how to take care of me and how to support it when she knows that I'm just too necio to want to go into the doctor and stuff. So that's all I really got to say today is just how much for me depending on the injury or how they get it is the treatment options. I mean, I go to a chiropractor, try to go. I went 6 weeks straight for a hip issue I was having back in January. So it's a little difficult. It's a little hard to, I guess, mesh into things. But at the end of the day, however it occurs, I know there's a way to fix it. And if I have to fix that by surgery one day, then that's gonna happen. But I'd rather not. Let's keep it away from surgery, right, Mom? Sin cirugía, está feliz al día.
Sí.
All right, ¿quieres decir adiós? Ellos no te pueden ver, solo tú. Mijo, decirles pues.
Bye.
All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.